Hello, 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 hello. It is your boys once again, the DM podcast, giving that flavor in your ear. In this podcast, we did what we did last week. Now, this time it's the Western Conference. Not only that, the NBA schedule is up, so we're going to talk a little bit NBA schedule again. It's kind of like a deja vu. This time the whole schedule came out, but we're only going to talk about one thing, which is those 11 p.m. games. And then we're going to do the tier list once again for the Western Conference. Before we continue, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. How's my boy Wyatt doing today?
Every day above ground.
As long as we're above ground, we are Gucci. So the NBA schedule, let's just get to it. NBA schedule came out. The only thing that's really noteworthy is this year, I think they're gonna do some staggering of games. There should be some games, especially in the NBA Cup, during that time. There'll be some games at 5:30. There'll be some games at like 7:30. Then there's some games at 8. Then some West Coast games will start at 11 o'clock our time, Eastern Standard Time. For them, it'll be like 8 o'clock, but for us, it'll be 11. And I've seen in the schedule, there's some games that will be 11 p.m. this season.
Yes.
That's for the East side of things, that's some real sicko mode stuff. Some real, like, you gotta love
For
the game to
me,
watch.
for me, it helps, right?
Anyone on that graveyard shift, it does help. You get to watch a game. Get to watch a game. It's a fresh game. It's 11 o'clock. The whole day went by and still
But
you
I
get
could
to see
imagine though it
Kawhi.
helps on the West Coast though, because their time is going to be 8 o'clock start time instead of a 5:30 game. So
Yeah.
I would assume that's better. Like if I'm, you know what I mean, working in the morning and the game's 5:30, I could. It's a struggle to get to the game on time, right? But if it's at 8, 7, 7:30, it's like, you know what? Get home, shower, change.
Yeah, for them, they get to, because yeah, a lot of their games start at like 10:30. A lot of the games, like, yeah, man, you don't have to take that hour off. You get the extra hour for them. Because 8 o'clock game is like nothing. Like for us, 8 o'clock game is nothing. You're still done by 11.
Yeah,
Still get to go to bed at a good time. For
yeah.
anybody like us, man, we just gotta hope there's no Luka's scoring 60 points in a game on 11 p.m. game, and he's scoring 60 points, and half of the US and Canadian market can't watch it. That would be shitty,
That'd be tough. I
right?
feel it really is
Because
gonna be the real like it's gonna be the West Coast in the sense, just like the LA, the California, right? What other teams play at 10, 10:30 last
all,
season?
all the Cali teams will play at that time. A lot of them have a good like timing. Portland has good timing, but you're really saying,
Denver is 9 normally, right? Like
mhm.
Denver, Minnesota, those guys are like 9.
Yeah, those are like nine. Yeah, those are like the Midwest kind of thing. Yeah, so for everyone, but those Laker games, Clippers games. If I just look at Lakers schedule, just
Maybe
to
Phoenix is they're not normally late like that either. Phoenix is I want to say 9, 9:30, right?
yeah, see, it's those NBA Cup games that are kind of crazy. Because the Lakers games, man, there's a lot of 10:30 p.m.s, I think is normal
Is normal for Laker games. So it's gonna be Lakers, Clippers, Sacktown, right?
for
That are gonna have
sure.
these coast to coast games, I feel.
There are probably a lot of Sacktown, but like who's really Sacktown's not a team that they're gonna really care about putting, you know.
No. Well, I mean it's Monk. There's Sabonis.
You're being nice right now.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
You're being nice. And we'll talk about them, but you're being very generous with
Oh,
your feelings about
just
that team. Being very generous. So yeah, that's really it with the schedule. I know they have Rivals Week. There's nothing really on the Rivals Week. I think it's like a Hornets. I forgot who Hornets and somebody, but there's no real rivals that week. The NBA Rivals Week. I can even quickly nothing too crazy. But I don't think anything ever is crazy. I think they're trying to build something, but once again, we are kind of talking about it last week. If you want to build real rivals in the NBA, you need to focus more on team versus team instead of player versus player,
yeah, yeah.
right? You want to force a rivals week in like Luca versus well, Luca has a case versus Dallas, but you're trying to force a rivalry between like the Spurs and the Mavericks. Well, let's wait, right? Like, and it should be the Spurs versus the Mavericks, not Wemby versus Cooper Flag. It should be Spurs versus. It doesn't matter who's playing. That's who the beef should be. But
Yeah, I like that. Doesn't matter who's playing. Yeah, I agree.
it's not really like that, really. But okay, man. Let's go straight to the Western Conference questions, man. When you were doing your questions for Western Conference, how was it for you, man? Was it easy? What like the Eastern Conference is kind of like some questionable. How's yours?
The East definitely had a little more flow to it, a little more flow. The West was still, I could still add on, like things would come to me, right? You know what I mean? Especially for certain teams, right? But all in all, I enjoyed doing it. You know what I mean? The East, because I can just relate to the East more. Raptor fan too. You know what I mean? Knick fan as well too, right? So it's like I can relate to the East more. Like you already know the style of play, the weather, the culture. You already know.
I think with the Western Conference, there's just a lot of teams that like I think the West is just the Wild Wild West. Like, we just don't know what's gonna happen. So I just think a lot of teams I have so much questions about what's their plan. Like a lot of the questions really is just what's your plan, what's your goal? But to be specific, I have to ask the specific questions. We'll go down to we'll go from the bottom to the top again, like we did for the Eastern Conference last week. So we'll start with the Utah Jazz. What's your question for the Utah Jazz?
Honestly, it just stood out like a sore thumb. Should you tank?
Do you
Like,
think they should tank again?
are y'all gonna tank? I should say, are y'all gonna tank? Let's keep it
I
a buck right now. You
I
guys
think
lost Clarkson,
yeah.
right? You guys didn't get better to me at all. Instead, you guys lost, right? Um, you have Ace Bailey. I'm not thinking that's a real promising pick for your squad. I'm not saying he's not a promising player, but for your squad, I don't see that's really a promising player. It's yet to be seen, but Utah, I feel like you guys should tank, and I feel like you should get a high draft pick again this next season, going into next season. What do
I
you?
think definitely they're gonna tank. I think for sure they're gonna tank. I think they're not looking to win. I think ultimately they are trying to build as much assets as possible and then try to figure like the thing is Danny Ainge is trying to win every trade. And he's not gonna do a trade unless he feels like he won 100%. But there's no one on the well, there's one guy on the team, Laurie Markkinen. And ultimately it's like, what's your plan with him? What's your goal with him? But that wasn't my question for them. My question was revolves around the guy you mentioned, Ace Bailey. And mine is, I want to say it exactly, is will Ace Bailey be happy?
Mm,
Because clearly coming to this team, he wasn't so happy. The thing is, the thing that Cooper, eventually Dallas is going to make that Cooper's team. Eventually they're going to make it his team. For the Spurs, Harper, second overall pick, the Spurs, unless Wemby legit gets injured, will never be Harper's team,
no.
right? Like they have Castle from Rookie of the Year, they have Fox. They're still like they of course want to keep a Harper, but it won't be your team, you know? Ace Bailey, the Jazz is your team today.
I
You're the
think
guy.
his team though.
Marketing, we're trading him. We're trading him. We're trading marketing. We have to trade him. Now the thing is what you're gonna get out of him. Like I know what they want. They want probably a pick or two or something like that. Once again, that is a perfect marketing for Kaminga trade is to me like right in front of you. And then Kaminga and Ace Bailey can kind of fight. Then Kaminga can go like, okay, I have a squad to prove myself. Then I think G State wants like a young guy, but marketing's a good age. Imagine having a marketing, a Draymond, a Jimmy, a Steph, like.
They need size. Warriors need size, right? So
So I truly think like the Jazz just can Ace be happy? Can he understand that like this squad is fully his. He can be the Donovan Mitchell, the Gordon Hayward, the next person for the squad. He can have all the reps as possible. But then, kind of in that flip side, my question, because Utah Jazz is my second team, right? So I'm interested to see if this man doesn't show any willingness to like play hard, how quick are you gonna pull that trigger and like it'd be hard to trade the guy, but we've seen it before. Mans have been traded earlier in their careers. I kind of would want to see that. I'm not gonna lie. To me, if the man doesn't want to play, you trade him off to somebody. You know, I yeah, Mans should want to play. You get the opportunity to play the NBA. It's your chance. It's your chance. The squad isn't that good though. Isaiah Collier is okay. Sexton got traded. I don't know why he's even on this list. Um, Walker Kessler had a good second half of the year after kind of falling off a little bit. He had a good second half of the year. That's really it, man. This team's not
On
really.
the bench, Kyle Flipowski was on the bench, so that's Minnesota.
I don't know right now for ESPN they have the guy starting.
Ooh,
They have Keontae George, who's a good
he's
player.
decent.
Jaden Springer kind of has some bounce to him. Um, yeah, yeah. This team is not. It may they can may fight for like with the worst record like ever. It's not gonna be a good team at all,
It's
at
not
all, at all, at all. The next team, from the standings point of view, would be
Pelicans.
it's who? Oh, the Pelicans. Okay, I'll let you ask the question first because I think I may, as you can see in my name, it's Pelicans number one hater. I am. I'm just gonna be for a while now. Um, what's your question?
And my question, it's more like a statement, like trade Zion is done. Like it's this Zion thing, like what are you guys doing? Like the experiment is done. What are you guys doing? He's going to, I believe, his sixth season or seventh season, and there's nothing. He hasn't been to the playoffs back to back in the second round, like yet. 2 consecutive years. Like, I don't get it. I don't get what Pelicans are doing. I don't get it. And neither
Uh,
do the fans. And the fans deserve better. It's about the fans. Let's keep it a buck.
I think mine's very close to yours. Mine's what's your purpose? Like, what's your purpose as an organization? The things I liked the Pelicans overall as an organization. I just once again, you traded your first overall pick for next year to the Atlanta Hawks. Once again, why? Why'd you trade that pick? Like you didn't have to trade the pick. Atlanta was probably okay with doing the trade without trading the pick. And you traded the pick for what? Like just once again, we're looking at this team and we're gonna eventually do our predictions. But once again, we've been saying it multiple times. The Pelicans aren't a top 10 team in the Western Conference. There are 10 teams legit better than them. Unless Zion comes out and dominates,
Nah, nah.
what's the purpose? Honestly, they're just a whatless franchise right now with no direction. Like you said, they're focusing so much on Zion and like trying to put a comparable team around Zion. Why are we still doing that? When did that work?
You guys should have flipped him. He still has value, right? But I
The
feel
man
like
has ridiculous amount of value. He has a stupid amount of value, which I don't know. But if we look at their depth chart, like the thing is, the Pelicans have some solid players. I think, you know,
Herb Jones, Trey Murphy the third, like these guys, some guys, GTA, Jose Alvarado, like they got some guys, energy guys, like it's decent. Jordan Hawkins,
you're naming all the things they generally have a bunch of guys. You just need to put a guy there with them,
yeah, a
like a guy.
consistent guy, yeah, that
If
is
you,
trying to get better.
yeah, if you could put a guy with them, I think this team could be so much better. But you have guys like I don't know, ESPN's app is has like a bunch of the old players because I know they have what's that guy's name? Jordan Poole on the
Oh,
Pelicans. So like And you know how I feel about Jordan Poole. That's not happening. You just have a bunch of like, yeah, you're well, I
You
don't know
guys
what that
made
means.
a good move, but you guys traded, got rid of CJ. That's a good move. Then you guys get Poole. It's like, what do you? Yeah, yeah.
And I get the Poole one because like you have to trade him for CJ. Fine, cool. And that's fine if you got Poole, but trading that draft pick is just so stupid. You still have DeJounte Murray. Like, I don't know. It's not a lot of guys name wise you have, but other than that, like you don't got much. Kevon Looney came to the squad, which I don't know. It's probably because of Bread, because that made no sense either. Yeah, just to me, a whatless franchise with whatless decision making. Let's
100.
go
Instead of 100.
ahead. A team that like actually is gonna hopefully be something is the San Antonio Spurs. What's your question for them?
My question for them is Popovich. Is this role going to be more beneficial for the Spurs, or is it going to hurt them?
What do you mean for about like him being like on the outside, like
Yeah,
now a year without him?
yeah. Like, I know he's not in the best of health, right? But he's gonna not. I'm assuming he's gonna be in the office,
Hmm.
and he's not gonna be on the bench at all, right?
Yeah, I think they're fully giving it to I forgot his first name, but I know his last name is Johnson. It's his team. He's the coach. They made it official. He's their guy. Like to further your question with Popovich is kind of like how is it gonna be now without the legendary coach for like what, 20 plus years? Like was that like that pop
Um,
magic that was there, that organization like that we all seen that made smart decision making, all that stuff. Like, you know, Pop was the face at one point of this team. Like, will that continue? You know, are there going to be a team that's going to go through multiple coaches until they find the right one? Is Johnson really the next guy? Like, it's
the player's gonna respect Johnson. No one's gonna respect any coach coming in like that, like Pop. They're gonna have to earn his respect, but then
mhm.
you know what I mean? So I'm wondering, is this, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So I wonder how this is gonna work because he's gonna be in the office. He's not gonna be on the bench. It's not gonna be like, okay, Pop is here. Like with Pop is saying a 1-2, like, okay, he's not gonna be here on the bench.
Mhm.
He's with us in spirit this time. You know what I mean?
His name
Granted,
is Mitch Johnson. Mitch Johnson is the
Mitch
coach.
Johnson. Shout out Mitch Johnson. Granted, Wemby, I love his leadership role, his qualities as a leader. He's serious. He's no nonsense. So I like that about Wemby. So he's gonna set the tone. But the coach, you already know. You already know. So we're gonna see. That's my question. With
My
Wemby,
question is, how good is Wemby? Because we
mm,
know how, like, you know, probably a stupid question, but we know how good Wemby is. But how good is he really? Like, how good is he? Is he top 10? Because if he's top 10, then shouldn't he then lead this team to a 47 to 52 wins? Like, automatically?
he needs to stop shooting 8 threes a game.
He does, and there's so much things to his game, right? He's so dynamic of a player, but in a lot of cases, we put him on a pedestal. And you
You
know me, I hate putting mans on pedestals.
kind of do.
They have to do something first before you put him on that pedestal. A top 10 guy who can't lead his team to wins, like don't put him top 10 then. Put him top like 25 to 35. But if we're saying this guy is potentially top 10, top 15, he's generational, okay, I think it's about time. I think it's about time. We got to see something. I know he had a really bad like blood clot and you know, hope he's well and all that stuff. So that's why I'm like, you know, if he's not healthy, then he's not healthy. It happens. But how good can he lead this team? Like you said, he shows a lot of great leadership. He's in the gym now with KG. He's trying to get the mentality to be that number one guy. Very curious to see it. Very curious to see it. So that's really my question with the Spurs. You know, I'm so curious when we do our standings where they're gonna land because once again, I think a lot of the teams in the West very confusing of like what it's gonna look like. What's their once again, what's their purpose? I don't think I really know the Spurs' purpose.
We're gonna see as season how we're flying through summer. Season's gonna be season's right around the corner. So
Someone had said that, and it's kind of true. This offseason has been a very quiet offseason for the NBA.
and it's
Like,
essentially yeah.
I feel like we had a lot more like random stuff, like random trades, random this, random that this offseason. Everything kind of happened pretty early. A team that I think I would say I'm the most interested in, because I'm generally just so curious, is the
Mhm.
Portland Trailblazers. Like I'm so intrigued by this team. Um, I once I don't know. Like so, my question was, I'm excited. I think they're one of the most interesting teams, but I'm confused. Who is Scoop and who's Shaden Sharp? Like who's Scoot Henderson and who's Shaden Sharp? That's my question.
My question is Scoot still. So
Like your question is who's Scoot or what's your question?
my question is actually, is it time to move on from Scoot?
So like if
Because Dame is coming back next year. So Scoot's gonna be playing here, then he's not gonna really have a role like he had this year, was gonna have this year. And you know what that does to a player's mental, right? So
Mhm.
it's like, what are you guys doing? Because clearly you guys gonna retire Dame Lillard's jersey, all that. Da, 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 da. He's gonna retire there. He's gonna get a statue, whatever. But Scoot, you haven't really proven yourself yet. There's stretches where it's like, okay, we really see, okay, this is why we
Mhm.
drafted this kid. But overall, you're inconsistent, right? Your shot is inconsistent. It's not really there. You know what I mean? You have bursts of playmaking skills, but if that boy in Philly, rookie in Philly, comes up and passes you, and there's potentially could, VJ, shout out to VJ, then yo, Portland's wasting time with you. That's how I feel.
See, it's crazy how you reference VJ to kind of go back to school because like man, if we see man's growing quicker, the NBA is quick, man. We gotta move on. Like we gotta move on because mans are from your years before are just passing you. So we gotta move on, right? So it's crazy. So the lineup, I can talk about the Blazers for a while, to be honest, because I just think they're so intriguing. Their potential starting unit is Drew Holiday, Shaden Sharp, Danny Abdia, who had a really good season last year, like an underrated season. Tamara Kamara, and Klingon. This is a potential lineup. They still got Jeremy Grant, who for the past 3 years, as you've known for us to do this podcast, or 2 years, and then I was gonna do it again, but I can't, to be traded. That
I
man's not getting
know. I was
traded.
gonna say, like, how is Jeremy Grant still in the Blazers?
He's not getting traded. The contract's too bad. I think the man has like 2 more years left on that contract. He's not getting traded. Um, so then, and think is Shannon Sharp gonna start? He may not start. You still have, you still have a few guys that can like generally play. You still have Tybal that you may want to play, and like you had mentioned, you know, they like Klingon. They like Klingon a lot, and because he's not bad. Klingon's actually
Not
a
bad.
pretty good backup
I
center.
like guys from UConn in general. Like guys from UConn, they know how to play normally. So
So it's almost like, yo, what's your plan, man? Like, what's your plan? Because you have so much guys. Even Delano Banton sometimes had stretches where he was really good. This Portland Trailblazers, me and you were talking about them for most of that end of the season because they were kind of like winning games, playing top 10 defense. Danny Avdija, like we said, was really good. Everyone was kind of playing well. So, like, it goes back to my question, and even what you're saying, is Scoot gonna take a step, like a step? Are we gonna see
whose
something?
team is it right now? When Dame comes back, it's gonna be Dame's team, but Dame is gonna come back and he's gonna be 35.
See, it
30,
shouldn't be Dame's team. It should just be
it
like Dame
should
is just the old vet that's helping us.
just passing the torch. I'm the vet. Like, this is how you train. This is your nutrition. This is what your routine should look like. I work with this guy for rehab. I work with this so and so. Like, Dame should be on that. It shouldn't be Dame time when he comes back like that. It should be passing the torch. So, whose team is this? Like you're saying, it's
The
not
thing
Clint,
is,
it's not
it's like,
Jermichael Moore, it's not Danny Abdi's team.
but it could be. He's been playing so well that like, what if he has another breakout year, right? And then like,
It's up for
school.
grabs right now
That's
because
the
Drew
thing.
Holiday is the only one that's coming back that's proven. Like Jeremy Grant, where is he injured? Is he coming back?
No,
Leadership in the
right?
head. So
Like, School Henderson should make it obvious that Dame is coming back off the bench. Like I'm playing too well to sit me,
yeah, he needs.
right? And I think because we all believe in Scoot Henderson's game,
No, I know.
but like so we're talking about Scoot. To me, Shaden Sharp has top 10 player ability. To me he does. He has athleticism. He's quick. He can jump out the gym. He has a scoring package. He has all that. It's more like it just has to come together.
Yeah,
Consistency,
I
right?
agree with that.
He's losing consistency, but if he can have a breakout season, like sky's the limit for the Portland Trailblazers, right? They can be that kind of like fun team that teams don't want to face. They're just gonna be hungrier. At the end of the day, Houston Rockets had a bunch of talented players, but as we've seen, nobody became the guy, right? They had to get a guy, and they're hoping Sengun or Amen Thompson could be a guy, but ultimately they had to
They're
get a guy.
guys. They're guys. Amen. He's a guy. He's a guy. Don't get it twisted. He's a guy.
But he's not the guy.
Not yet.
Not yet, not yet. Of course, yeah, of course, of course. So yeah, the Pelicans. I'm just overall interested. Like, who's your crunch time guy? Is it Shaden? Is it Scoot? Is it Drew Holiday because he's the vet? Is Drew Holiday gonna be happy?
I don't
Like,
know if Drew Holiday's going to be happy, but I don't know. Who can handle the ball the best, I feel, should be the guy taking the shot.
what do you want from Klingon? Is Klingon gonna be a guy that you want him to score more? Danny Abdia, is he like once again he played really well, man. I don't know, man. This team, I'm
Clinging,
curious.
clinging. I want to be on double watches all the time. I'm not going to lie. Right? Kumar is this wing defender, stretch four that's just going to be he's the utility guy.
The utility guy,
Drew
a really
Holiday
good
is
defender.
the D vet that's going to, you know what I mean? Type. And Scoot needs to be the bull that we all believe he can be. That's what it is.
Because the thing is, if Portland, we talk about these young players, what Portland's doing for Scoot Henderson, hey, here's a defensive killer in Drew Holiday to teach you. And the guy out sitting down on the bench who's not going to play this season is an offensive killer. You got the best coaches. Drew Holiday and Dame Lillard, you got the best coaches.
Dame Lillard, they're teaching you certain tricks, how to attack guys offensively on which knee, which foot facing which up and under, how to draw fouls. Like, Scoot, this is your year.
It is,
This is
you
your
know,
year.
yeah. It goes back to your question, like, yo, should we keep him after the season? Like this season is like we're gonna figure out if we're keeping you or not. Because you can't have those two guys leading you, those two talented, like borderline, especially for Drew Holiday, like Hall of Fame careers.
All of
And
it.
you're
Two rings. Two rings.
come on, man. It's really something. The Phoenix Suns. My question was, will Jalen Green prove them wrong? Because I think he just has to prove some. He to
His
me,
revenge season this year, Jalen Green. Has to be.
yeah, he should see blood in his eyes and just kill everybody. He should become a better passer, a better rebounder. He should just try to be a better all around guy. That's what he should try to be, and that he should be on triple double watch. Like that's how he should try to play his game. He should say like Booker, I know you're the point guard, but I need you to shoot more. Let me handle the ball more. Let me be more of a dynamic player. But is that gonna happen? Probably not. But yeah, that's my question is, can Jalen prove everyone wrong? Prove me wrong. What's your
My
question?
for the Suns is what other pieces are they going to put around Booker for them to, be in the playoffs consistently again? They got Green, that's good enough, but you essentially have two twos You know what I
You
mean? You
do.
have two twos. So, and if you have Jalen Green running the one, he's a two. He's looking to kill, right? And Booker's running one. Like Booker will pass, but you know Booker, he's a two. He had 71 or 73. Like, stop this. So he's a two. So I'm really gonna see who these guys put around because you need a one. You can have Jalen Green at the two and slide Booker at the three. You know what I mean? And it could work from there. But what is Phoenix doing? What pieces are they? You know what I mean? That's my thing with Phoenix.
It's funny
Because
with
clearly you guys are going with Booker as he's a Phoenix, he's a lifer. So Jalen Green, yet to be seen, whatever. So we know it's Booker, so that's why we're starting with Booker.
but I think we both agree that like it's so weird, right? Because I think that just as NBA fans, we all complain that players don't stay on their teams. But I think we also in our head we're like, nah, man should cut. Like cut. Cause like Booker should cut, you know? I've already put in my brain, let Nemhard and Mathurin have a good season. Let them both have a good season. Hey Phoenix, Booker for Nemhard. Here you go. Now you have a point guard. Then Indiana gets a shooting guard. You put a Halliburton, Booker, and Pascal. I like that. I like that a lot, right? And I think,
That's
like you
scary.
said,
That's actually scary.
Booker needs an actual point guard. Um, but I think one thing, and maybe it's a future podcast to complain about. I hate the thought that we don't have like true point guards, like true point guards.
There's only like three in the. I want to say five true point guards in the league.
And like, are you including Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Mike Conley? Like, are you really including them? Because they're old
We gotta really include starting point guards at this
now.
point, right? Starting guys, and it's like the one always that stands out is Hallie, right? That stands out, right?
So it's just
You
but
can't
the
say
one
Brunson.
no,
Brunson
no,
is
that no. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. But when you look at like their starting unit, it's not bad. It could be Devin Booker, Jalen Green, probably Dylan Brooks, Grayson Allen, and Nick Richards. They do get what's that guy from Mark Williams? They have Mark Williams on the squad. They
it's not
have
bad, but if you don't have a guy to run the offense, I feel like
yeah,
okay. If we look back, teams that won the ring, last five teams, do they have good guards at the one?
yeah.
Okay, so there's our answer.
Yeah, this team, I think it'll be a fun team that like you can't sleep on. Like you can like
Yeah,
they're not a cakewalk, but they're not going to be a team that's going to finish well.
no, no.
Like no, because you know it's going to Devin Booker. You don't respect Jalen Green's finishing a
You
game
don't.
well. So you just
You
kind
don't
of
really have defense, really. I'm really. You don't really have defense. Like, do
you have
you
one guy in Ryan Dunn. He's your best defender.
Ryan
Uh,
Dunn and DB? Okay, and then who's the
right, and
Nick
DB. I forgot
Richards?
about him too.
I guess he's fair. I don't know.
If somehow Phoenix could be good, I give a lot of credit, underrated credit to Dylan Brooks.
I would too, but they got
Because
bigs that need the ball to be effective, right?
hmm
Mark Williams needs the ball to be effective, right?
hmm Yeah, they have
Nick
a lot of
Richards needs the
offense.
ball.
They have
Like
a lot of offense.
they do, but it's like I feel like those guys gonna be passing balls. You're like Nick Richards needs to get the ball off screen and roll. Like is DB, you know what I mean? Mark Williams, right? Like remember these guys, Nick Richards and Mark Williams were playing with Lamelo.
They
No,
were.
you know what I mean? And Lamelo is you don't like him, but he finds these guys. He finds them.
That's what the people are like. Will Mark Williams be successful? Will he still have that chance? Phoenix has a lot of questions. They definitely have a lot of questions. But I believe in that Phoenix team more than I believe in like the Pelicans.
Oh
I don't
hell
believe
yeah!
in the Pelicans. I believe in Phoenix. I
He's
think they're a
actually
way
guys on the
better
team
team.
that will work hard.
They're gonna work hard. Like Dylan Brooks himself is going to kill himself. He's gonna get like 20 technical fouls just to compete for this
If
team. So
if your best player is not the hardest working player setting the tone,
yeah.
you're doomed.
Yep.
Pelicans. I have, let's
Yeah,
go to
no.
this is
Dallas, the Mavericks.
oh man, you already know what my question is gonna be. You already know. Like
What's
it's
your
just like I'm just gonna say it. Is the Great White Hype real?
perfect question, man? Is it
Like
like that's gonna be the whole season? People are gonna want to see. Um, see, mine is similar in the sense of like once again, every Western Conference team is like, what's your purpose this season? Like, what's your goal? Is your goal to be a top six team or to make Cooper the guy? Because I think I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you want to be a top six, let's say top eight team in the West,
yeah,
the ball needs to then go through, when healthy, Kyrie
100,
and Anthony Davis. It has to go through those two guys.
100, 100%.
If you want to be like Cooper's team, you give Cooper the ball. Now, if Cooper just is like fucking LeBron first season and like KD first season, then there's no question. This guy's a guy. You know what I'm saying? Like if he somehow comes out of the gate averaging 25 and 5, then you don't gotta worry. But then you're gonna put the ball in his hands. Is he your clutch guy from day one? Do you wait? Because when Kyrie comes back, where's the team gonna be? I'm hearing reports that Kyrie's saying that he may not play this season, which is like, whoa, my guy, I thought your injury would get you back by January. Like, I didn't know.
Oh, January. I thought it
I
was
thought it'd
even
be back by
earlier.
January.
Okay, okay. Well, if he's not playing this season, that's I guess he's Dallas really wants to give Cooper Burns if he's not playing this season.
Right? Because yeah, no. As I was saying, like, what's your, it goes back to your question. Is the hype real? We're hoping it. We're thinking it's gonna be real. We're thinking that, he's gonna play small forward probably, with Anthony Davis playing the four and Lively or Gafford playing the five.
That's a
Then
big ass lineup.
the big ass lineup. It's huge. It's huge.
Is he going to
Right?
be able to keep up guarding threes in the league? This is not D1 threes. This is best 450 players, right?
We're trying to show you that you ain't it.
Yeah, and once you're the number one pick and you're the Great White Hype, they're coming at you. There's a target on your back. Believe that. Believe that. And it's not personal, it's competition.
That's why but I think I like Dallas, like I like Dallas in 3 years, man. I like if Anthony Davis is, I always said the best version of Anthony Davis, in my opinion, is the fourth option. I told you that last season. Like Anthony Davis' best version of him is the fourth option, third or fourth option. I shouldn't say fourth, third or fourth,
What is
give
just
giving you like 17 and 10.
who's the first three if he's the fourth?
But that's like on a squad that like is like your number one guy is like a Cooper, your number two is like a Kyrie, the number three would be Anthony Davis.
Okay.
That's in a perfect world. Perfect world, that would be my
Because
thing.
PJ is a good four for that.
Yeah, PJ is a pretty good four. Sacramento Kings.
Hold on, before we get to Sacramento
Hmm.
Kings, that lineup. So PJ's come off the bench.
See, so now, great question. Because what do we do? Then is it you keep Anthony Davis at the five,
I
Cooper
think
at the four, or put PJ at the four, Cooper at the three, two's Clay, one's Kyrie. Because you can go either or.
you have Gafford and Lively that are going to split bench minutes is going to be real tough.
Right. That's why eventually one of those two gotta get traded. Because Anthony Davis has to realize what he is. But I think he wants to be a power forward. I think Anthony Davis just doesn't want to play center all game.
I think that's what it is. I don't know, whatever.
But then if Anthony Davis plays the four, then he has to touch the ball. He's not as a five, he can get the random rebounds, he can get the random touches. As a four, the offense has to kind of run through you. So yeah, I think Dallas is a team, but I think they're so talented that they have the ability. Because PJ can give you like 18, 20. And I think they still have like a Najee Marshall who had a weird season, but still a good player.
He is a good player. He is a good player. Quality.
I think Klay Thompson has a extra motivation.
Oh, you already know. Clay cut the hair, dating a new woman. You already know.
I
I
think
think
it's a
he's
little bit
gonna be balling
motivation.
this
I
season.
think
I think
he's
he's gonna be balling this
I
season.
think he's good.
What's his
Sacramento
name?
Kings.
Kings. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This is such an easy thing. Like Kings. Are you gonna blow up this roster? Yes or no? Like
The answer should be yes, but it's a no. It should be yes. You are the Chicago Bulls of the Western Conference, and you became the Chicago Bulls of the Western Conference. You traded Vucevic with Sabonis, who's Sabonis a way better player currently, but you still have DeMar and Zach LaVine. You paired them up again together. I
for
don't know.
not to work again.
Like this, they're off. They're a team that like honestly, fuck it. Just go play all offense then.
Yeah.
Just play all offense,
Get those 11 pot games you playing all offense. Yeah, yeah.
right? Just play all offense. Well, don't worry about defense. Try to score 140 points a game.
Yeah, there is no defense on that squad. Like there's
None, none. It's bad. My question is for the owner. Do you choose not to make good decisions? Like, what's wrong with this guy? He just makes bad decision after bad decision. Things would go well, and he's like, "Let me step in."
yeah.
Why? Like his ego's too high. Like, take a step back. Um, you had the whole late the beam era, and then fuck that. Before that, you traded Tyrese Halliburton, which I still think
This is a hell of a stupid trade. I can't lie.
I think it was okay trade. Now it looks dumb now because Tyrese is so good.
He didn't even get to be anything really. He didn't even play his rookie contract out there yet. It
He
was a
did it.
season and a half they traded him.
He
It
did it.
wasn't even full 2 seasons.
'Cause I think if you could have put Darren Fox at the two with a Halliburton, and then try to get like a center for you guys that can be of like some quality, man, I think you could have done a lot. Could have done a lot. Or at the time, you could have made the move for Pascal. So it could have been Darian Fox, a Tyrese, and a Pascal because you could have just traded a Keegan Murray, probably some draft picks to the Raptors, and the Raptors probably would have accepted it because we would have got draft picks from it. But yeah, no, I agree. I'm not gonna yeah, not gonna lie. Kings have made some bad decisions, some really bad decisions. And then they've had quality players. If you think about it, they've had some really sound players,
Definitely.
and just bad decision making after bad decision making.
Cousins.
The Grizzlies.
Oh man. Is the new coach, I forget his name though, is the new coach. Is he the answer? That's
Exact
my
question I
question.
have. How good is this coach? That's the
Mm,
exact my question because you fired Taylor Jenkins
yeah.
because of this coach.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying he has such an offensively gifted mind. Okay, cool.
Won EuroLeague Cup recently. Cool. But that's not NBA.
That's not the NBA. How good is this guy? Like y'all basically said like, okay, Bane, bye bye Bane.
Yeah.
For it's JJJ time and John Morant time. Okay, cool. This guy better be something because you basically fired your coach for this guy.
Yeah, you fired your coach and traded arguably your second best offensive player. And arguably your best 3 point, not even your best 3 point shooter on the squad.
Like your starting unit now. What does it look like now? Oh, Grizz starting unit. Traded this good coach for some randomness. Makes no sense. So, okay, so you have John Morant who needs to stay healthy. You did get Ty Jerome as a backup. I think we all like Ty Jerome. He's played pretty
That's
well.
good. That's good. That's
Uh,
what
K- KCP, which he didn't have a good year in the Magic at all. Didn't show up. Jalen Wells or Jalen Wells. He had a good rookie season until he got injured. You still have Aldama, who got a good contract. Scottie Pippen Jr. still on the squad. Hopefully Brandon Clark can play. You still got Gigi Jackson. So you still have some like younger, talented guys, right? If somehow Zach Edey can get a more offensive touch, especially around the rim, I do think this team could be good. But Jaren Jackson is not this 3-point shooter that like power forward they I don't know. So but defensively you can be something.
He's nice defensively, definitely.
And also it wouldn't matter, right? Because you have this offensive guru that you traded your coach for. So I agree. How good is your coach? I totally agree. Next squad, the G State Warriors.
Warriors.
Which there's a report that the owner said that he wants to keep Kaminga longer. Sure.
And I don't even want to rant on that right now, but we're gonna say sure. We're gonna say sure. Come to Utah.
If you want Kaminga to stay longer, then pay the man.
Yeah, and give him a consistent role.
It's clearly that the organization and Steve Kerr have different visions then.
100%. Because you rather it's like just run with pods. You guys rather pods? Run with pods. But anyways,
Right. What's your question?
my question is, it's not about Kuminga, by the way. So I'm gonna say, my question is, Warriors, is this really the end or coming to the end of a dynasty? You know what I mean? You guys are small. Like you guys, Draymond the five, you have Butler, you have Paz, you have Kurt. You know what I mean? Like you guys are small, right? You guys haven't made any real moves where it's like, okay, we're back to really contending again, or for the next, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is this the end of a dynasty? Are we
I
seeing the
wrote
last?
I wrote Kaminga and I wrote is this the last dance? Question mark. Because it's true. Everything you're saying is right. Because I think where they fell off, where they made a mistake is if you wanted Kaminga to be your future, then you have to tell Curry to take like a year mentally off without trying to win a title. But Curry doesn't want to take a mental year off. He wants to win a title, which you don't blame him. That's Steph Curry. Let him, he's the
Sometimes
franchise,
yeah, yeah.
so you do it, but you tried to do the two timeline thing and it clearly did not work. You can't do two timeline. It doesn't work here. So it's like, what's your what's your goal? You know? Um, I think you're right. I think it's, Jimmy Butler, Steph, Draymond, those three are all above 35.
Yeah,
So what are we saying?
they're
Like,
still playing good ball, yes, but like this is not the same Butler that brought the Heat to the finals, beat the Bucks, all that. This is not the same Butler right now. Draymond is not the same Draymond. Even though they're still doing their thing, it's you know what I mean? You guys need more size.
yeah,
Just need more size.
you
Right.
don't you don't have like you have some rookies or younger bigs. Everyone's saying there's a Vucevic like they need the Bulls to like buy him out. So then, or they're still trying to get Al Horford. I think that's their goal to get Al
You can get
Horford.
more old guys, as
This,
Barkley was saying.
you're just getting an older man.
Oh my God, Al Horford can barely move. Like you need some defense too as well. Like granted, Butler and they still hold it down, but there's no shot blocking. There's no
Yeah.
threat. Like Draymond is not like you're gonna come on the paint and say, "Oh, Draymond's gonna block my shot." He'll contest. He'll take the charge, yes, but for shot blocking ability, I don't know. I feel like they
There's
need
more
to make
questions.
some moves, but I don't know who they're gonna move. But
They have more question than answers, that's for sure.
way more.
Let's move on to the T-Wolves.
Oh shit, man. T Wolves. Is this Conley's last season? A. Is this Conley's last season, comma. Is there gonna be another Western Finals appearance?
Um, Mine is is the big man rotation championship caliber? Well, let's go into your question first. I think Conley, it is Conley's last year. Like, which I was gonna bring up is Conley last year. Is Rob Dillingham the answer? That's what I was gonna like ask. But I'm like, okay, I'll focus on the big men because ultimately Conley is getting up there. He can't do it anymore.
Yeah, he can't.
What
He's
you're asking him to
old
do, he just
six.
doesn't have the ability.
He can't. Yeah, he can't.
He's a really good 12 to 15-minute backup point guard,
Yeah,
but you need a starting point guard.
yeah.
But with the type of team you have, with a Gobert, with Anthony Edwards, you need a point guard,
Yes,
not not a combo guard. You need a point guard,
yes.
right? So
And
they don't.
Conley was a point guard. Guard. He was not looking to shoot like he was looking to get guys involved. I'm open. I'll hit the shot. Bing. And he's been always like that in his career, in his
Right,
long, I think, 19-year career.
right.
He's always been like that, a real point guard. So, and there's a lot less of them coming into the league these days. Let's keep it a buck.
So much less, and it's just like once again, Dillingham is a scorer. He's a bench guy. Like he's borderline a bench guy. Like that's who he is. He's Lou Will. You know, he's that guy. So you really need something, right? So I focus more on the bigs because as much as we all like Naz Reid and Gobert and Julius Randle, but does it truly all fit? Like, does it all fit? You can't play all three of them on the court at the same time. Like, you want to play your best five guys, you can't play all three at the same time.
Yeah.
They hog too much space. So I'm just curious, like, good squad. I think Gobert sometimes people just don't like him, but he's borderline underrated.
I would, yeah. And yeah, in the playoffs, it's just because we keep
Right.
more things in the playoffs, but he still does certain things, right?
Right. That's true. So like, yeah, so I don't know, and it would lead to your second question, which is, you know, is this another Western Conference berth for this team? They made it twice in a row. Like, then the next step is, it's the
Promise you.
finals.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see about them, but I think without a true point guard, this team won't make it anymore. Edwards is the truth. We all know he's the truth. There's no question. And Gobert, he does a lot of good things. The man can't guard Jokic for shit. The man can't guard that nigga for shit. So I don't know. I think the Wolves will win games, and playoff time they're gonna be a tough out. But I don't know. I don't know about them.
Do you
Clippers.
feel with the big man rotation, real quick? Do you feel the politics is because everyone's getting paid a certain bag?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Gobert is getting paid a ton of money. You can sit him, but you can't sit him forever because he gets paid too much.
Nas got bag.
And he's too reliable defensively. Like you
Yeah,
need him. Naz Reid, you really like. I think is a good player. And then Julius Randle was really good on that Lakers series. And people are gonna talk about that series. He was really good in that series.
he was the revenge on the Lakers. Yeah, yeah, for
He was
trading.
he was really, really good. Clippers.
Oh man, do I even have to say it? Do I really have to say can Kawhi play 70 plus games? Do I have to say it?
See, no, that's not happening.
Well,
That's
that's
not
all.
happening.
Well, there's no point in talking about this. My question. What do you have?
Mine is because I want to say this. My question is, can the Clippers shock the world? Not to win a title, but can they do something? Because have Chris Paul coming off the bench, you have Lopez off the bench. Derrick Jones Jr. is a good bench guy, but Batum's a good bench guy. You have a nice like IQ off the bench,
You do.
and
You
IQ does matter. Your starting unit isn't bad. I don't believe in the Bradley Beal stuff. Like, don't give me a well-known name and tell me it's gonna work out. Like sometimes I feel that way with like Kevin Durant's a really good player, but don't give me a name that we all like recognize and tell me that it's gonna work. We've seen it not work, so that's the last thing you could tell me. But yeah, the question why I said can they shock the world is more because of Zubac, Harden, Kawhi, and John Collins. I believe in those four being a really good squad together.
John Collins is a quality player.
So I see that
Clippers.
being good.
Clippers have names. Don't get it twisted. They
They
have
have names. They have names.
names, right? This is sounding, correct me if I'm wrong, like this is sounding healthy. Keyword healthy. This is sounding like the best ever Clippers roster. Ever.
Probably. Probably.
Healthy.
I don't know. Those Blake and Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordans would probably
JJ
knock.
Redick was nice, but you got Harden. That's more dynamic. But CP is a better point guard, but Harden is dynamic. But you have both of them on the same squad right now, right? You have
Yeah.
John Collins, that guy that's going to fill the gaps, scoring gaps, right?
You have your boy Bogey, or I don't know which one it is, but
Yeah, Bogan, Bogey, the young boy. He looks
yeah.
Mexican, but he ain't. Yeah, you have him. So it's like this. I'm going through that roster, that Jamal Crawford roster. Had a good roster, but this roster is it's
It's
overall better.
tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel it's
Defensively, probably this one's better.
yeah,
Um, because you go name for name, Kawhi is a better player than anyone on that squad.
on the Clipper squad, like yeah, because he's actually like a top seven guy in the league. You can
Yeah.
win the ring with him healthy, right?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
of
this
course
is the
Ty Lue's
Clippers'
a really
best
good
squad.
coach.
Oh,
Ty
Tyler's
Lue,
an amazing coach. Like,
and he's better than Doc Rivers at that time.
it's funny how Ty Lue was playing while Doc Rivers was coaching.
I
Now
think Ty Lue
Ty
was an
Lue's
assistant for that team.
and now Ty
So
Lue's better coach than Doc Rivers.
yeah,
Doesn't matter how you
definitely,
do things. You
definitely.
know what I mean?
He's definitely a better
Yeah.
coach. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like the Clippers have a lineup and a team that's kind of like, I wonder if they could, with the right matchup, do something.
This is their best ever roster on paper, healthy. We don't know chemistry yet, right? Obviously, we don't
We
know
don't know
chemistry yet.
chemistry yet. Like if
Um,
Bradley Beal could be a fifth guy, that's not bad. Like if you went,
that's
Kawhi's
scary.
the number one option,
Scary.
James Harden is the number two option, Zubac is the number three option, John Collins is the number four option. This is just for starting unit. And fifth was Bradley Beal, so he's gonna get the fifth look. I wouldn't hate it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's scary. That's
Right.
actually like, but Bradley Beal being the fifth option is what you're telling me is basically this is a championship roster. If Bradley Beal is the fifth option, this is a championship roster. Is that what you're really saying?
I think what I'm saying is that yeah, because Bradley Beal to me is the weakest link. He's the weakest link. But if you somehow said, in the playoffs, you get Harden and you put Chris Dunn, Kawhi, John Collins, and Zubac, I like that because Dunn can guard anybody. You can put Dunn on Steph, on Jamal Murray, on Shea. Not saying he's shutting them down, but he's gonna
John
work hard.
Moran.
John Morant, like, I like that. I like that more than anything. Uh, I definitely like that more than anything. Derrick
This
Jones Jr. is pretty good too. So
yeah, they still have him. Shit, Clippers kind of have not kind of Clippers have depth.
depth, 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 depth. I want to
Like
say all
they're
depth is
definitely
IQ,
the deepest team in the league. I'm gonna say that right now, the deepest team in the league.
and the depth because they have IQ guys. Like I
Yeah.
love the thought of having a bench with older guys. They just make smart plays.
Nick Batum and CP on the bench alone is already things are gonna be.
They're thinking. They're smarter. They're gonna be no. It's not a bad squad, man. Not a bad squad. Um, yeah. First, I was kind of hating on it, and then I looked back and I saw. I'm like, you know what? No, not the worst. The Denver Nuggets.
Mm. Oh man, the Nuggets, man, the Nuggets. I don't even know if is there really still enough. Is there enough pieces around Joker? Is for the Nuggets. That's my question. Like, is the pieces they put around Joker? Is
Pretty
it going
good.
to bring him to the promised land? I should say. I should reword it, but
I think this year they do have a good squad.
they do. They do.
Yeah.
But the West got better.
West got better, but I like Cam Johnson on this team. I like him better than Michael Porter Jr., who just decided to leave Denver and just say a whole bunch of random shit. That guy's just on some weird
He's
give
definitely not having this season because of what he said, 100%.
he's on some weird shit. So, but ultimately, I like um I like the squad, man. I like Denver. And I just trust Jokic. I didn't really have a strong question for this team. Like I only have nothing really stands out this team. The only thing was, um, is can Jamal Murray just be healthy?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like, cause that man, like Kawhi, man, it's just like near the playoffs. Oh, Jamal has like this injury, this injury. Like, can the man just kind of stay healthy? Because that's
With
all Jokic
championship
needs.
hopes. When he gets injured so close to the playoffs, it ruins our championship hopes, right?
Like, I truly think Jokic is going to MVP this year.
Well, we'll see when the season's over, but he's a candidate already. You already know.
Right? So I really don't have much for them. I think they're going to be a good squad. I think they're going to win games. I think Jokic is that talented. They got Bruce Brown back, who like clearly loves playing for that team. He's going
Definitely.
to do well within whatever role he is on that team. I think they just quickly look at their bench. They have a good bench too. They have a really good bench if I remember correctly. They have yeah, Julian Strawther was good.
A
They have
rookie.
my boy you have JV, playing 10, 15 minutes. Peyton Watson. Their bench got better, so yeah, yeah.
This is gonna be tricky.
I'm gonna be a fan of the Nuggets. Nuggets. Lakers.
Man, Lakers. Lakers. Shout out to LeBron James. LeBron. Lakers. How long are we gonna keep doing this for? LeBron versus Father Time.
Yeah. Mine is somewhat similar. Mine's can LeBron take a step back for the greater good?
I like that. Yes, that's a good way of saying it too, as well. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
almost like
You're right though.
either Father Time's gonna catch him or
Yeah.
the man has to do it himself.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
If Father Time catches him, it's probably better because at least he'll stop himself.
Yes.
But ultimately, like if he's still kind of performing at like an all NBA level, I don't need him to play all NBA level.
We need guys to develop on the Lakers squad and to have
That
bigger roles on the Lakers squad.
that's only how they can win.
Yeah.
Only how they can win. You need Rui to be better than he was last year. You need your bench to be better. Reeves should be like a legit 20 to 25, like I'll say 23 point guy, you know.
Austin Reeves getting any better? Like, he's getting 100 million, 120. Austin Reeves getting any better? Let's keep it a buck.
Man's getting 120 now. Man got any better? Man's getting 160. Somebody gonna pay that guy. Somebody's gonna pay him for real. As they should. Like the Lakers can come up with like 60 mil next season if LeBron decides not to come back. Like they can come or takes a way lesser contract. Um, but yeah, he needs to LeBron needs to take a step back. My question is more, is he willing to do it?
He has, this is Luca's team. He should know, like, this is Luca's team. This is Luca's show, right? I'm just here to just be the IQ, make plays. Guys still listen because I'm LeBron James, but I don't need a score. I need a, you know what I mean, fit in, get in where I fit in, sort of thing. Like, LeBron needs to have that attitude. Like, obviously, we're used to, for the last 20, what, 2 seasons, LeBron running like Tarzan, dunking, you know what I
Uh,
mean, pin down, chase them. Uh, and nothing lasts forever.
Nothing.
And when that decline starts, right, whenever it is, because we don't know when it's going to be, it's like, is it going to be, how's it going to be for the Lakers or whatever team's going to be playing on? Are guys going to be able to fill that void, or are they just
Right.
going to crumble because, oh, it's LeBron having 25, 7, and 7. Now it's not happening like that. He's already taken plays off defense, right? With guys to the pick up the
Right.
slack. So we're already seeing, but offensively, we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, offensively,
But
no.
defensively,
Yeah, he should be
we're
like
seeing defensively.
the man was giving like 27-7 now. The man needs to give we need to see maybe like legit 20 points. a game, like
Wow.
28-5, something like that. Like, yeah, he needs to let Luca become like the best version of himself, and he needs to just be like a power forward. And once again, playoff time, show up then. Show
Mhm.
up then. They don't need you now. You're Houston Rockets. I thought you were gonna show me something.
Houston. Is KD the answer? That's all I have. Is KD the answer?
Yeah, I think that that within itself, we're doing different questions for different teams. That is a podcast within itself. Is Katie actually the answer?
So
Because
because Udoka is doing his job very well, very, very well.
yeah, Amen's good, Sengun is good, Fred is a great point guard. Like the Wolves should get like Fred is a pure point guard. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even though he likes to score sometimes, but I think he understands like the best version would be to give everybody the ball. Fred does like to score a lot, but Fred's not going to score a lot when there's a KD there. He
Hell
he
no.
won't do it. And when he knows Amen and Sengun have to get some touches, he won't do it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be. I agree. That's a good question. Like once again, that's a whole podcast question. Can he fit in? He ultimately can because he's just Jalen Green's role, but what else can we see from him? Mine is, which kind of is similar. Can Amen and Sengun take another leap?
Mm, I feel it won't be as fast as it would be without KD on the squad.
Hmm.
That's how I feel because it's just gonna be, you already know, like with Jalen there, they were able to, okay, Jalen is Jalen,
Hmm.
for lack of better terms, right? This is KD. Like I got 2 rings, got scoring title, I got MVP. Like Jalen had nothing like that. So it was just like, okay, we can wave off Jalen, and he's not gonna. If KD don't get the ball when he feels he should get the ball, and Amen's doing his thing, whether Amen is a good player or not, KD is gonna say something to them in the locker room or in the huddle, and it's gonna psychologically mess with you as a player. Like, true, he is, you know what I mean, made, you know what I mean?
The expectations are higher with KD,
Right?
right?
So the development for those two guys is not gonna be as quick
Yeah, I can
as
see
was the
that.
last
Especially, I
couple.
think Sengun offensively, is Sengun gonna feel comfortable being taking the last shot when he knows there's a KD that's like, brother, give me the fucking ball, right? And you have to respect, like you said, like when it's Jalen Green, you can kind of be like, brother, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
I can do my thing. When it's KD, you don't have that leeway to be like, he
If
makes
you
it
get the
like,
last shot, it's gonna be like, I'm 7 foot, I can dribble. I can dribble and cross, and you're taking the last shot? Sangoon is not even 7 foot, right? Amen's not 7 foot. Friday, he's, do you know what I mean? He's the probably one of the tallest on the squad, if not the tallest on the squad that can dribble.
yeah.
So they're gonna look at him. They're gonna say analytics as well too. So
And it's a deep team, right? So like Tari Easton's gonna have to get some more minutes. Jabari Smith is getting paid. He has to play more because he's getting paid to play more. You have a good center rotation, good bench, center rotation. You have a lot of good guys. It's just kind of taking the next step, right? So that's why like Amen, everyone is penciling in for like him for most improved. Him and Nemhard have like the highest odds to get like most improved because they're like waiting for you to become the next person. Either guy. They're definitely waiting on either guy to become the next person. OKC,
simple. Can y'all repeat?
that is a wait and see, man. That is wait and see, ultimately, if they can compete. Mine is can Chet become the number two guy?
I don't think it's gonna happen next year, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Then obviously they're probably everyone's pick to win, but they need Chet to be like the guy that we all kind of expect him to be, unless he's just going to be a defensive. I'm giving you like I'm just a third option. I'm just a 17, and not a bad thing, 17 and 10 guy or 17 and 12 guy. I'm just that guy.
Maybe he's a third option only on a championship team,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what people don't understand. Like being a third option on the championship team is different than being a third option on a trash team, right? It's just
Yeah.
different. It's so different. Like what they ask you to do, the dirty work, the wins. That's why I think Anthony Davis as a third man is way better because he's gifted, so gifted to do a bunch of the dirty work. That's why going back to the LA Lakers, can LeBron be a second guy? Like really embrace being a second guy.
Really, not like we're taking turns.
Yeah, if he can truly embrace being a second guy, some games being third to like an Austin Reeves, I think that team could be much better. Much better, much better. But that's our questions. Before we end the pod, we have our tiers list. Let me just share the screen. My brother, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have our tiers. These are all the Western Conference teams. We have a bunch of ones, champs. We can beat OKC in 7 games with a good matchup. Look out. Just happy you're talking about me. Just fighting. Wake us up in 2026, and we already see the last one, which is the bottom team. Which that once again, I'm doing this on purpose. The number one team for me
Just
to.
put them there already. From
You're
the
right,
Pelicans
sir.
where the Pelicans belong.
Where's the Pelicans anyway? Am I confused? Where are they? Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
We'll put the Pelicans here because we don't. They once again you lost your draft pick. It makes no sense. Utah Jazz. I think we can
Yep.
wake
Yep.
them up. They're going to bed. They don't care. I think they know where they are.
They're in the tank. They're in the tank right now. They're in the tank. They're in the tank.
Spurs. Where would you put them?
The Spurs roll up again. Ah, man. Spurs with a good matchup. Look out.
Mm. Do you believe in them?
Healthy. I'm going by if all these teams were healthy. Yes.
If a good matchup, look out. Okay. Okay. We'll go Sacramento Kings.
Oh, Sacramento Kings. Part of me wants to say just fighting to wake us up in 2026, but I'm gonna put just fighting. They have DeRozan, they have Levine, they could outscore. They have Sabonis, Monk, they can outscore.
Yeah, they're gonna fight for sure. I kind of sometimes think of them as they'll just be happy if you're talking about them because it means they're relevant, but I also think they're gonna fight. That's definitely like a play-in area type for them. Let's then Portland Trailblazers.
I want to say between just happy you're talking about me and just fighting.
I would say just fighting because they're gonna fight.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I don't think they're tanking.
They're not. They're not.
Right? They're just gonna be a bad team, but I don't think they're tanking. Phoenix.
I feel like just fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. These teams these three teams so far, they're not teams that you can just beat up.
Mm-mm.
Right? They will have really bad games, but they're gonna compete most of the time. OKC, I think we just put them as champs.
You already know.
Let me just they're champs. It's their world, man. Their world. We're all just gotta live in it. Minnesota.
We can beat OKC in 7. I would put.
Yeah. They should believe that. They should. They should believe that Anthony Edwards is the best player, and that's what they got to do.
Mhm.
Grizzlies,
Just happy you're talking about me.
and not in a negative way.
Yeah, none.
No, not no charges, not no baby mamas.
Yeah.
Lakers.
I feel like the Lakers. I feel like. How do you feel, B? How do you feel?
I think they're with a good matchup lookout because Luca is
It's crazy.
special,
You're right. You're right. You're right.
right? So I think he's special.
Because I wouldn't put Lakers in. You're just happy talking about me because of
Yeah,
the Lakers. Like they're going to be talked about.
they're gonna be talking about.
So
They're
I
gonna
can't
be.
put them there. So
Yeah. Clippers.
uh, Clippers with a good matchup lookout. Like I feel like I can put the Clippers between that and that 7 games with
Yeah.
OKC.
They probably think they're we can beat, but I think they're more of a with a good matchup. They can shock some teams. Are they
Okay,
better than OKC right now? I wouldn't say yes, but they're a team to watch out for.
okay.
Rockets.
Putting them at, where you already know where.
Yeah. They full on believe that they can do it, and I don't blame them. They should believe that. G State.
The Warriors. I kind of want to put them by the Grizzlies
Honestly, yeah,
just after talking about them.
because I don't, and they're gonna get
Mm,
talked about, but they don't. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be here. Um,
yeah.
they
Those teams
should.
are better. In a 7 game series, I see those teams winning in a 7 game series
Yeah.
against Warriors.
Can we move the San Antonio
Healthy.
Spurs to just happy you're talking about me?
Okay. Okay.
Unless unless Wemby is
We'll
just
edit that
unless Wemby is just a person. Because if Wemby's a
because
person, it's possible.
those
Um,
14 aside from thing, they should be elite.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Denver. I already know where Denver goes.
Oh yeah, Denver's definitely going up. I screen. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
100%.
Because yeah, Minnesota game seven. If Anthony Edwards just goes crazy and Gobert's playing the elite defense, it's possible. Houston Rockets, they have the wing defenders, the youth, the bench. They can do it, and Denver Nuggets have arguably the best player in the world.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
The last but not least, the Dallas Mavericks.
man, I'm putting just happy you're talking about me. They're not having Kyrie, so you already know that's that tier.
I agree. So this is our tier list, the DM podcast tier list. Champs OKC. We can beat OKC in 7 games. Minnesota, Houston, Denver. With a good matchup, look out. Basically, the LA teams. Just happy you're talking about me. The Grizzlies, the Warriors, the Mavericks, and the Spurs. Um, and then just fighting Kings, Trailblazers, Suns. Wake us up next year, 2026. And of course, the dreadful Pelicans side. That's what it is. That's our tier list. And that's our podcast. Anything else you want to chat about before I let you go?
Shout out to the Raptors.
Shouts out to them. They did officially continue with Bobby Webster. That was gonna happen. Their ownership did not. There's always a plan. Let's keep it up. That's always the plan. Always the plan. But that's it for me, man. Next week we have another straight fire podcast. I forgot what we're gonna probably mention, but we'll see. We'll get there. Who knows what happens? But for the DM podcast, that's your boy YS. I'm your boy Mike. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk again. Peace.